All right, so we're gonna do the trade breakdown here. So we got about $300 on 4 accounts. This one didn't take any trades. So yeah, these are all sitting pretty nicely. And the trade I took was a long right at 7:30, and I'll go through why I took that trade. But unfortunately, the where I scaled out most was right here, averages out around here. So yeah, only 40 points, which really is not optimal. I should have aimed for at least 85. I should have scaled some here at the 40s, which would have been a roughly 50 point scale, and then the rest I would have been fine scaling at here, or maybe leaving it running for like 100 or 200 points. Which, I mean, I don't know, man. Like when you break all time highs, like it gets kind of suspicious because then you're thinking, oh, maybe it's time to reverse. But this is what happened in the morning that uh, was the key that uh, longs were in play here. All right, so we start in the 1 hour chart, and very strong move up. There was demand around here somewhere because look at how big this move away is. That means there's unfilled orders, and no, 5 minute demand got tested twice, right? This first one was kind of shallow, but technically it should already be, it shouldn't be extended, but because it ended up working again, I'm going to extend it, right? Because this means that there were a lot of unfilled orders here, right? So it dropped to the 15 minute. The 15 minute, we do have a demand zone here. Rally, base, rally, base, rally. But the thing is, yeah, I mean, either you could have it here, which is a bit more precise, or here. Either way, the trend was still sustaining long, and then the overnight, I did expect price to reverse here on the 5 minute, but this was our sign that long should have been in play. This was a reversal zone right here. This is a drop base drop, so a little level on level action there. It initially begins to work, right? Like you dropped it in 1 minute, you can see that there were zones being printed, and it actually did end up working for a bit. Look, 886 dropped for 40 points. One, two, yeah, another zone here. I mean, this whole area was crucial for the bears to continue, but because price ended up printing 5 minute demand instead of new 5 minute supply printing, right? We had a reversal zone here, followed up by a rally base rally. Decent rally here. Overnight kept on drifting upwards, and then check the 1 minute. Look, when you see a big move like this, you gotta think, oh, I wonder what zone printed that led to that move, right? So this 5 minute here led to this. My dog's walking in. 5 minute led to this. If you want to join it, then you want to watch for new demand to print, right? New demand prints, boom, and then price rallies away. And to me, at this point, after the high of this was broken, that's where I thought shorts would be in play, and they kind of were right here. But thing is, we did have a very high quality 1 minute demand zone, good location, good structure. After all of this, right, like this makes you think that longs are in play, but right when we go to test this zone, I longed it off right at 7:30 because it made you think that, it made retail think, boom, we're about to be bearish, like nothing's gonna happen, right? But this action right here kind of alluded to me that there is actually more buy orders and sell orders because this zone was starting to become really high quality, right? So we tap it once. If we use a wide variation, it's still good. We used a tight variation, small tap. Not ideal, but I did have enough confidence that yes, 7:30, that was going to be the catalyst that makes this zone work. And you can see in news or whatever that if you're going into a zone at an event, it is going to work most of the time. That's where price wants to actually like bring it. sorry, all the big dogs get the better price, while you are selling over here. You're cooked. These guys got a really good price. They use U.S. fuel. And yeah, I mean, I guess if I wanted to add in, which, I mean, this is just a sketchy position to add in from nonetheless, but could have added in there, possibly. But yeah, that was the trade. So yeah, right after that, I just hit some DoorDash. Had to ignore all of this, and yeah, it sucks. But you know, how many times have we broke all-time highs and rallied like that? Like, look at yesterday. Yesterday, we broke all-time highs, but we didn't continue for 200 points. The buyer got trapped. Huge move down, right? This time didn't happen that way. Like, it's literally a coin flip of whether it works or not after you break all-time highs. Like, either the seller could step in and decide, you know what, maybe it's finally time to sell, or it's going to keep on going. It is a fucking coin flip, honestly. And I guess technically, if you do go to the higher time frames, there is new zones being printed. Like right there. This one technically counts. And honestly, this is probably going to be the one that I'm looking for if we do drop. Because all this right here is this is a very like anorexic move. It's like barely any zones are printing on this. Let's try the 1 hour. The 1 hour, if it, honestly, yeah, this is a decent zone. I would honestly say that this is a very good zone to consider re-longing to. But again, it's like, think about the bigger picture. What are we moving up on? This is where the majority of the volume is. So when the reversal happens, we are going to drop, I'd say, like 1,000 at least points. Anyways, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed.